Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Khemendra, and I'm welcoming you in your favorite channel, Creatrix. So, I really hope you are enjoying at your homes and you are, although also studying in your homes, so that as to increase your level of education and to learn more and more. Okay. So, I am here presenting you the gate question series for the measurements. So, I have seen some comments from the students that they have some kind of doubt in a question. So, yes, I have did one question in a wrong way, so I just correct all the questions which I have done, and in those questions which students are facing doubts. So firstly I'll discuss all those questions which students are facing some kind of doubt, and I will explain them briefly. First of all, okay, so this is my target for the this session is most of the students should get practice of all those questions which have already come in the examination, all those questions which have already been appeared in the examination. You should attempt those kind of question and you should have a proper knowledge of such kind of question. This is my basic objective from today's class. Okay, so I really hope with me also you are also just evolving in this session, and you will just learn something from this session out. Okay, so in 1 week we are only having 3 classes of this particular session. So I really hope in this complete month of May you will get much and more things in electrical measurement system, and you will just crack each and every examination in which electrical measurement is coming. So with this question you will learn number of new concepts, number of concepts which have been asked in the examination. And as you know, if you talk about the other examination like the state PSU examination and the PSU examination, they mostly they will not create their own questions, they will just put the gate question in their syllabus. Okay, in their question papers also, if you see observe those question paper of the PSU examination clearly, you will find that they have used the gate previous year questions. Okay, so this is our motive to bring very good education in front of you. We are bringing it, and I really hope you are going to like this session. Okay, so first of all I would like to say that please share this session with your friends so that the other students can also join and be part of this session. Okay guys, so I really hope that you are sharing this session with your friends. Clear? So I really hope it is clear to you. Now I am moving ahead with my discussion, and till then I am doing this discussion and reaching my first question. I really hope you are sharing this session link with your friends in your Telegram link, in your WhatsApp link. Okay. So with this, I will just start introducing my team to you. Ankit sir will be the head of our team. There is no need of introduction of Ankit sir. You all very well know him, and the Ankit sir is providing us the his guidance and all the things he is providing us to for the gate examination. Okay, so he is dealing number of subjects right now in the YouTube also, as well as in the Unacademy Plus. Okay, so you can join, and in the YouTube in evening 7:30 he's taking classes. 7:30 p.m. for power electronics, and Vishal sir is also here. Vishal sir is the expert in the communication, and he is taking EMT classes from 6 p.m. Okay, these two teachers are already teaching in the channel as well as in the Unacademy Plus domain. Kameshwar is the expert in the analog and EDC portion. He will be joining soon the channel. Jay sir is the part of one of the highest ranker in the ES and GATE examination. Okay, and he has around working teaching experience of more than 15 years. So he is a very valuable asset for you in the upcoming months. Rajkumar sir will be teaching you the SSC JEN portion. Pramit sir is the expert in the instrumentation department. Shankar sir, the expert in the microprocessor, digital and circuit analysis department. Sharma sir will be dealing the non-technical subjects with you, and you will be very pleased to learn the ethics and the other things with him. Rahul sir and I will be teaching you the different kind of courses apart from these gate question series. Different kind of courses we will provide you for different kind of examination like UPPCL, like NLC examination, and like SSC JEN examination. We both of us also hold a government job, and we have just working there and just came here in teaching, like teaching. Okay, so this is about us. This is me and Rahul sir also running a course in the Unacademy Plus. If you want to join, you can definitely join. This is about me. My name is Khemendra, and I'm MTech in Power Electronics and Drives. I have around 2 years of teaching experience in GATE and ESC domain, and 1 year of job experience in the central government department. Control system, power electronics, measurement I will take. Here I am providing you the GATE question series for measurement. GATE question series for measurement I am providing you here. Clear? I really hope this point is clear. Okay. So further more discussion I am moving ahead. For further more discussion I am moving ahead. So this is my code. Khame Live is my code. If you want to join the Unacademy Plus, you can use my code Khame Live. I am there teaching for different kind of examination. I am running electrical machines there between 12 to 2 p.m. Okay, I am running there, so if you want to join, you can join my session. And right now I am running DC machines for you. Right now I am running DC machines for you. I have already completed the transformer. So all those students who are willing to join and want to learn for the PSU examination, for those pattern in which PSU examination are framed, you can just join with my code Khame Life. Okay guys, so this is about the session, and I will just move ahead to my other next thing, my Unacademy. This session, what Unacademy provides you, it gives you the daily live session, as well as that this session is also should be a live session, but this particular session is not a live session. It is a recorded session. Why it is a recorded session? Because in the lockdown period, we do not have such kind of facility to provide you the live session. Okay, so with time we'll overcome with it, and we'll find a better way to reach you. But I am right now I am live teaching in the Unacademy Plus domain and Unacademy special classes also, so you can join me there. One also important thing, I am also about to run a question series for SSC JE and NLC examination. SSC JE and NLC examination, I am running a question series for electrical engineering. For electrical engineering, I am telling you guys, for electrical engineering SSC JE and NLC examination, I am providing you the question series of 19 classes. These are the 19 free classes which are going to be held in the month of May only. In the month of May only, in Unacademy special session, which is free of cost. So whoever interested students can join this session, this question series. The session timetable is there in the Telegram link, so you can join there and get the session timetable for this course. Total 19 classes will be organized by me. All the session timings have been fixed, and you can get the details there. Okay, content will be strictly based on GATE and ESC. You very well know this thing. Best under the You will learn under the best guidance, best teachers of India. Crash course will be provided, as I am providing crash course for machines. Okay, entire GATE ESC syllabus will be covered. All those things you very well know. For English and Hindi, this that like you very well know that this class is the English class, so we are providing the English classes as well as the Hindi classes. No doubt will be remain unsolved. It is accessible for laptop, computer, phones, everything. Okay, so it is also a tech friendly. Clear? So with this note, I am starting my class. I really hope you will enjoy this session like the previous sessions, and in the starting I will take those questions which by far I have given the right explanation or right answer. Okay, so I will give the firstly I will consider those questions only for the betterment. Though if some student have doubt, then they can clear it out. First of all, my first question is this. I have already taken this question in my previous section. So what this the question is saying, first of all, I want every one of you to please concentrate here and please look at me here. And I am just doing the question one by one. Don't worry about it. Okay. This session will be very useful for you like the previous session. If okay, so the first question is the input impedance of a permanent magnet moving coil PMMC instrument voltmeter is infinite. Is infinite. You very well know this. So it is working as a ideal system. Assuming that the diode of the figure is also ideal, what is the characteristic of ideal system? I have already explained this, but I have just missed the last part of the question. It is an ideal system means in the positive half cycle. In the positive half cycle, in the positive half cycle it would be a short circuit. If it is a short circuit, voltmeter will read 0 only. Voltmeter will read what? 0. Voltmeter will read what? 0 only. Okay, in the negative half cycle, what will happen in the negative half cycle? This diode is completely reverse bias. In the positive half, diode is off. Diode is on in this case, and इसमें diode off. Okay, so what will be the voltage across this point? First of all, I will calculate this is positive, this is negative. Current is moving from this side to this side, and this is what peak value. This was given is my peak value. Okay, so I needed to tell that what will be the peak value here. What will be the peak value here? The voltage across. Suppose this point is V1 point, this point is V1 point. V1 point, the voltage across this point will be, you completely allow a voltage division rule here. Allow a voltage division rule here. Voltage division rule will give you this is multiplied by R1. Suppose this is R1 and this is R2. This is R1 and this is R2. Apply R2 divided by R1 plus R2 multiplied by 14.14. If you do it, V1 will be equal to what? It is R2, 100 kilo divided by 1 kilo plus 100 kilo. It is 14.14. If you do the calculation, what will you get? What will you get? 100 divided by 101 into 14.14. Okay, you will get exactly equal to 14. You will get exactly equal to 14 is this direction. This is negative and this is my positive, and PMMC is also in the positive negative case. Okay, so PMC will read positive. PMMC meter will read meter reads okay. So PMC reads the average value. PMC reads the average value. What will be the output average of a half wave rectifier? Because this is nothing but a half wave rectifier. If you see the voltage here, if you see the voltage here, here if you see my input voltage, yeah, here I will draw it again. Wait. So I hope this is visible to you, these two lines. Okay. So first of all, I am drawing the input voltage, or this is my V1. This input voltage is like a sinusoidal wave, but the output wave, it will not show anything till this point, till this pi point, because in the positive half cycle it is, what will be the output of this V average output? V average output, you have already know what will be the output of a half wave rectifier. Half wave rectifier output will be V naught will be Vm divided by pi. So calculate what will be your Vm is your 14 in this case divided by pi. Vm is 14 in this case. V naught will be 14 divided by pi will give you 4.45, approximately 4.456. So it will be 4.46 is the correct answer for this question. I really hope you have understood this thing here. In the last session which I have taken, I have just misjudged this portion. So I hope this portion is clear to each one of you and you do not have any kind of doubt in this. Okay. So with the clarity of thoughts, I have given the explanation for this particular question. I really hope that you are successful in understanding this particular question. Clear? I really hope this is clear. So with this, I am moving ahead now in my next question. I really hope this particular question is completed and you have understand this question. Then this will be my next question. In the last session, I misjudged one thing in this particular thing about the phasor diagram. Students are also saying. So as you know, very well know, if I was in the live session, then such kind of problem will be avoided definitely, because live session would be if something is missing in my calculation. So with your response, I can just change one kind of thing, one kind of change my way of teaching, so that to get the correct answer. But this thing was missing. There is one mistake in the previous section, so I am just going to compensate that thing with today's session. Okay, so first of all, what will we do? We will try to do a phasor for this. We will try to draw a phasor for this. I will tell you what thing I have done in the previous section also. Okay, one. This is two. This is three. Okay, so this point is my, so the chota. We are. This is what Vy. This is what VB. RYB. In the next previous session, I have taken the by in this direction. In the phase sequence was wrong. So just look at here, and I will just find out the values. Okay. So here, look here. This is my potential coil and this is my current coil. Your current coil is connected between R and Y. Your current coil is connected between R and Y, which is a line voltage, which is a line voltage. So your current will be calculated on the basis of your line voltage only. Which phase it is? R and Y. So I will draw a RY phase. I will definitely going to draw a RY phase like this. This is, suppose this is my minus of Vy, and again a line with different color. I will draw with a different color. Now suppose this is my another voltage, which is what, VRY. Clear this point? And what will be the angle from here to here? It is 30 degree. Here it is a 30 degree angle. Clear? I really hope this point is clear till now. Okay. Now what I will do, I will just write the current value. What should be my current value? IR. IR should be what? 415 angle 0 divided by 415 angle 0 divided by this is 100 ohm, 100 ohm angle minus cos inverse 0.8. So this is my lagging in nature, so therefore it is cos inverse 0.8. Okay, this is lagging in nature, so therefore it is cos inverse zero point 0.8. Clear? So therefore I have drawn this IR will be equal to what? IR will be equal to what? IR will be 4.15 angle 36.86. 4.15 angle 36.86. This will be my correct value of current. This will be my correct value of current. This is my correct value of current. Okay, so I needed to draw a phasor of current. I need to draw a phasor of current from this particular plot. From this particular plot I wanted to draw a phasor of current. How will I draw it? Look here, the current value will be somehow here. IR, and this complete thing is your 36.86. Now what is you needed to find out? What will be the value of VPC is? VPC is the phase voltage. VPC is your phase voltage, 415 divided by root over of 3. Power will be finally a VPC IR cos of angle between VPC and IR. VPC is 415 divided by root over of 3. IR is what? 4.15 cos of angle between. Now see, this is my 120. This is my 120 and this is my 6.87. So if I will calculate this thing, 120 minus 6.87 plus 120, it will give me 233.13. If I will calculate this thing, I will get minus 597 watt. I really hope this time you have understood this concept clearly. Okay guys, I really hope you have understood this thing clearly. Okay, so this is the session I am running you, and I really hope you have understood this concept clearly. Each and everything is clear for you. Okay, this is the lagging current. This is the lagging current. Okay, if you have any kind of point, if this is the lagging current, so this is why it is shown in the this direction. This is the lagging current. Okay, I really hope you have understood this concept. Okay, so next slide, I am moving ahead for my next question. This is my another question. So this is a very easier one. This is my very easier one. Please, if you very well know the answer of this question, please try to tell me what will be the answer of this particular question. What will be the answer of these particular question? Please try to tell me. The previous question just wrote it. This is positive. This is negative. Okay. This question I brings to you for the measurement part, for the extension of range of a meter. Extension the range of a meter. I brings you this question, and just want to show you this question because this is a very easier one. Okay, but most of the students do not feel confident in such kind of questions. This is my RSH. The shunt resistance, before starting this question, the shunt resistance is provided to extend the range of a meter. Which material is used for this shunt resistance is, yeah, is your manganese. Manganese should be used. It must have a low temperature coefficient. Low temperature. It must have low temperature coefficient. It must handle large currents. Another simple thing is that we want to extend the range of this ammeter. Here it is Rm. So we wanted most of the current will flow from RSH. We wanted most of the current will move from RSH. Therefore Rm should be lesser than Rm. Therefore this RSH should be lesser than, RSH will be very lesser than Rm. This is all the characteristic of shunt. Now what is the, suppose the current flowing here is RSH and here the current flowing is Im and this current is I. What can you write? What can you write? And you very well know that ISH will be equal to total current I minus Im. Okay, now look at here, the potential difference across both the things will be same. So I am writing here potential difference of both the connections will be same. So I can write I can write what Im will be what, Im Rm will be equal to ISH RSH. Simply I'm explaining the complete formula. Okay, therefore you can understand each and every bit of it. Im Rm will be equal to, put the value of above, I divided by Im RSH. Rm is equal to I divided by Im minus 1. Now here this I divided by Im is your m. It is your multiplying factor. It is your multiplying factor. So therefore Rm will be m minus 1 RSH. In other words, you can write RSH will be Rm divided by m minus 1. With this formula, you can do this question very easily. What will be the value of m? M will be 500 divided by 100. You can do it. This is 5. You need to find out the value of RSH. What is Rm? 0.1. divided by 5 minus 1. Calculate it. 0.1 divided by 4. Answer will be, even though this calculating this answer will be so easy, but I need to draw your attention toward this portion, the properties of this shunt element and this derivation. Okay, although this is very easy to calculate this kind of question. So C is the correct answer for this. I am moving ahead for my next question. This is my another question for you guys. I really hope you will understand and you will try to uh, write the answer for this. So he has given two things here. He has given two things here. He has given the ampere, 15 ampere voltage. This is a question from energy meter asked in the gate examination. This is the meter constant given in ampere second per revolution. Ampere second per revolution. So the meter constant, what you can write is ampere second, and what you needed to find out, you needed to find out the meter constant at a rated voltage, and its the unit should be revolution per kilowatt hour. How to find it? I am just going step by step to find this thing. 14.4 ampere divided by speed. Ampere is your current divided by speed. Clear? This point is clear. This is my first point. Now second point, look here. What you can write your speed. Your speed is in revolution per second. Your speed is in revolution per second. Look here. Your speed is in revolution per second. And your meter constant is in kilowatt revolution per kilowatt hour. Meter constant K, revolution per kilowatt hour. So you can write what, 14.4 will be equal to, what is the current I divided by K times of power. K times of power. Clear? I have just multiplied the power in this. I have just multiplied the power in this. Okay. So till here I have no problem about it. Now I am moving ahead in my next point. In my next point it will be very easy. The question will be completely solved. 14.4 divided by what will be the current, 15 ampere divided by k times of what, 250 into 15, 250 into 15. Okay, this is it, 250 into 15. So from here you can easily find the value of k. From here you can easily find the value of k, but there is only one change, which is, if you wanted to find the value of k in this particular section, it will be the voltage, it will not be, this is only in watt, so you need to convert it in the kilowatt, and this portion is in your revolution per ampere second per revolution. This portion is your ampere second per revolution, so you need to convert it into hour. Okay, so in 1 hour there are 3600 seconds. So if you calculated each and every bit of it, it will come 1000 revolution per kilowatt hour. This will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept clearly. I am moving ahead for my next question. What the question is saying, the CRO probe has a impedance of, the CRO probe has a impedance of 50 kilo, this is kilo ohm, in parallel with the capacitance of 10 picofarad. The probe is used to measure the voltage between P and Q as shown in figure. The voltage, this is a very nice question and asked, I think, in a 2 marks question. So just the first step is difficult, the second one is the calculative portion, so you can do the calculative portion very easily. Okay, the first step is, okay, the first step here is you need to find out the value of Xc, the total reactance offered by the capacitance. The total reaction offered by the capacitance will be 1 by 2 pi here F into C. What will be it? 1 by 2 into pi, what will be the F? 100 kilohertz, kilo, into what will be the capacitance here? 10 into 10 ki power minus 12. Okay, so total value of Xc, total value of Xc will come here. Here I am writing total value of Xc minus J, minus J 159.15, 159.15 into 10 raised to power 3. This is the value of Xc, capacitive reactance. Okay, now here I am drawing this thing and please concentrate. This is the, suppose this is my voltage source. Here I have to connect a resistance. Here I have to connect a resistance. Now again, this is 1 point. Okay, this is my point P, this is my point Q. What is this value? 100 kilo. This value is again is 100 kilo. This value is 500 kilo, and this value is minus J 159.15 kilo. What is this value? 10 volt RMS. 10 volt RMS. Just consider this point V1 and write this equation: V1 minus 10 divided by 100k plus V1 divided by V1 divided by what? 100k plus V1 divided by 500k plus V1 divided by minus J 159.15k will be equal to 0. Just a simple nodal equation. If you finally get the value of V1 from this calculative part, please calculate it and find the value of V1 from here. Find the value of V1 from here. Okay, if you calculate the value of V1, it will be 4.37 angle minus 15.94. So 4.37 is my correct answer in this case. 4.37 is my correct answer in this case. I really hope you have understood this concept. I really hope you have understood this concept. Please share your opinion and share this video with your friends also. So with this, I am moving ahead again in my next question. I need to finish up this thing as early. So I really hope you are enjoying this session. Okay, guys. I really hope that you are pretty much happy with this kind of session and you are enjoying this session again. So next thing, the setup in the figure used to measure the resistance are simple. The ammeter and voltmeter resistance are 0.01 ohm and 2000 ohm. 2000 is for voltmeter and this 0.01 is for ammeter. Their readings are 2 ampere and 180. So measured resistance, okay, the measured resistance is your Rm. It is always the voltmeter rating divided by ammeter reading. So measured value is your 90 ohm. How it come 90? 180 divided by 2. Simple. So you need to calculate the percentage error in this particular question. How to calculate the percentage error in this kind of question? I am just telling you step by step each and everything. First of all, consider that there is a voltage. That there is a voltage which is supplying some current here. There is a voltage which is supplying some current here. So what should be the value of resistance? What should be the value of resistance Rm? Must be equal to the voltage divided by the current. Voltage divided by the current must be equal to, this is my V divided by I. You can also write this thing in two different parts. The current is dividing here. This is I and this is, I can write IV. This is IR suppose. This is IR and this is IV. In two different parts the current is dividing. So I can write what? That voltmeter Rm will be equal to IR plus IV. IR plus IV. So first thing I am writing here, here I am writing the current through the voltmeter. IV I needed to find out. Current through voltmeter will be, what will be the voltage across the voltmeter is 180 divided by resistance of voltmeter is 2000. What is the answer here? 0.09 ampere is the current through voltmeter. The current through voltmeter. Up from here I can also find out the current through resistor. R, suppose IR it is, what it will be? 2 minus IV will be equal to what? Will be equal to what? 1 minus 1.91 ampere. So this 1.91 ampere, and this is what? This voltage, what it should be? Voltage should be, here is the voltage here, it should be your voltage here, it should be 180 voltage. Okay, so from here I can write what? The current IR, the resistance which should be here, R will be equal to, R true value will be equal to what? 180 divided by 1.91 ampere. The answer should be here 94.24. 94.24 it should be here. So you have calculated this ohm You know very well this 90 ohm. This is your AM value, and this is your true value, AT value. So I hope here you are getting my answer. The percentage error will be AM minus AT divided by AT. So if you calculate it into 100, if you calculate it, you will get 4.5. If you calculate it, you will get 4.5%. Clear? I really hope you have understood this concept. This is a easier one. Okay. So if you have understood in this way, that this is very good. If you want more explanation, you just comment in the comment box. I'll comment it, or I take some such kind of question again in my next sessions. Okay. Clear, guys? Next thing, I'm moving ahead for my question number 7. This is the very easiest kind of question asked in the GATE examination. Okay, you very well know what it is saying. First of all, the AC bridge is shown in the figure, measured its impedance Z. Simply, what this question I was already given you the assignment Z1. This is your Z2. This is Z1. This is Z2. This is Z3. This is Z4. Just apply the formula Z1, Z4, Z1, Z4, Z2, Z3. Just apply this thing here and you will get the answer. And you will get the answer. Just try to consider one thing, that Z1 will be equal to R plus 1 by J omega C. What is the omega? 2 pi F. Omega will be equal to 2 pi multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to power. So from here you can easily calculate the value of Z1. What, there will be another problem on Z3. Z3 will be R plus J omega L. Just plot this thing and you have the calculator, you can calculate it. The correct answer will be A, will be your correct answer. A will be your correct answer in this case. Okay. I hope you have understood this thing. This is my next question for you guys. If you think that, please tell me the correct answer for this. Some of you can easily calculate it. This is my 40. Suppose I'll just want to do this question in a easier way. Most of the student can do it very easily. Just I want to draw it. Suppose this is my A and this point is my T. This is my A and this point is my T. So I wanted to write its equation and I want to find its value in a moving iron instrument. Most of the important thing is moving iron instrument reads the RMS value. So here I am not calculating the mean value or average value. I am calculating the RMS value. For RMS value, a very important aspect what we needed to consider here, that the RMS value I needed to find out. First of all, I needed to find out the slope of this equation. The slope of this equation will be what? If you find out the slope of this equation, m is the slope of this line, this line only. Suppose this is 0 0. What will be this line? T A. If you find the slope here, y is will be equal to A divided by T into x. This will be the equation of this line. How you will get the equation of this line? You can easily get it by using the coordinate geometry. You have already understood the coordinate geometry. Okay, if you want, I can give you a small idea from here. Okay, you very well know what is the value of what is the equation of a line y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 multiplication x minus x1. This is the equation of line. From here I can put this thing because the coordinate here is 0 0, coordinate here is a and t. Clear? I have understood this. The slope, what will be my slope? Slope is my m, a divided by t. So here I am just calculating the RMS value of this voltage VRMS. I am just putting the values of A and T. I am not putting the value of A and T. I am just deriving with the values of A and T, and in the final value I will just put the value of A and T whatever we'll get. Okay. So just casually I am just writing the total time period is this. Total time period is this, integration from 0 to t. Integration is from 0 to t. What is my this slope? Slope is my a divided by t. A divided by t, and small t dt is the integration for the ramp. So this is square, and this complete is 1 by 2. This is the complete formula we needed to calculate. This is the complete thing we need to calculate. VRMS will be equal to what? 1 by T. Here it is A by T whole square. This is T. This has become T cube by 3 0. This is 1 divided by 2. Again VRMS will be equal to what? This is become 1 divided by t multiplication a square t square multiplication t cube divided by 3 whole 1 by 2. Again in the last one VRMS, the t cube will be cancelled out with this t cube. It will simply become a square divided by 3 half. So put the value of a here. A is what? 100. 100 square divided by 3 root. Please calculate it and you will get the correct answer. 57.73 is the RMS value of this sawtooth waveform. Clear? I really hope this point is also clear. Now I am moving ahead for my next question, because these kind of derivation are mostly teacher do not do, and this is why I am providing this kind of this kind of session to you. Okay, I really hope you have understood this concept. Please see this question and try to give me the correct answer. You very well know the answer. First of all, just try to give me the correct answer. This question you can also do by again the phasor system. Not here. Okay, this is good. This is my ABC is the sequence. Suppose ABC is my sequence, VA, B, and C. First of all, you can calculate the value of VCA. VCA you can calculate, because why VCA is needed to be calculated, because the current coil is connected between VCA. So first of all, you need to calculate the phase voltage. This is as this is a delta connected network. As this is a delta connected network, you need to draw the phase voltage for this. VL will be equal to VPH, and the phase current you needed to find out. First of all, you need to find out the value of phase current. Phase current is you needed to find out. How will you find out the phase current then? After this, you first of all you can calculate the value of phase current, and you know the value of VBC. VBC you very well know. Draw the phasor and get the values of V. You know the value of V. You know the value of I, and then after this you can easily calculate the value of the theta is between them. The theta is between them, you can easily calculate. Clear? So you can draw it from here. From here only you can calculate the value of VBC. VBC will be somehow here. This point will be VBC. This point will be VBC. What will be the value of the voltage VBC? VBC will be 400 angle minus 120. Angle minus 120. Then the VAB is the phase. VAB is the VAB is the first sequence of voltage. Okay. Angle minus 120. Okay. Now what will be the AC? What will be the AC? What will be the AC? The current across. The current across the current coil. The current across the current coil will be VAC. The current across the current coil will be VAC. So you can easily calculate, this is my VA, and here it will come. Here it will come, and the difference between them will be VCA will be calculated from here. This is my VCA, and as it is a resistive load, so ICC will be also on this particular plot. If you calculate this angle, this will come 120 degree. This will come 120 degree, and VCA is what, 400 divided by 100 is your 4. Your total power will be your 400 multiplication of 4 into cos of angle between VCA and cos of angle between VBC and IC. It is what, 120 degree. Calculate it, you will get in the modulus 800 volt will be the correct answer. 800 watt will be the correct answer for this question. Clear? So up till now we have studied all these things. Now I just talk about Unacademy platform. You can log into Unacademy platform by this web link, and you can join there. If you want to learn from me, you can just click on the GATE and ESC domain. Click in the subscription button. After this, you have to choose whatever month plan you wanted, and this is the important one. You can use my code KHEMLIVE to get that 10% discount. The with debit card, credit card you can use very well. Okay, there is a no cost EMI also, you can use it. No cost EMI also you can use it. Then this is very important thing that you can only give you this, the no cost EMI is also available. So in the yearly charge will be very less. Yearly charge will be very less. If I calculate it, 22,500 divided by 360 days, assume divided by 360 days, you only need to give only 60-50 rupees per day's education. Okay, this is very not, it is not very kind expensive, I can say. Okay, so this is all about our channel, and this is our gator mission gate and ESE. This is my telegram link. If you want to join, you can join. Okay, so this is all about today's session. I really hope you have liked the session. If you have liked the session, then please share this session with your friends also. And then, okay, thank you very much.